welcome to Live Trivia with Raider Live. How y'all doing tonight? As many as we had last night. Last night we had the office trivia. It was good to see a lot of you here. Oh, they're starting to come in now. Up to 10 here. We'll start going here. It's a little early. People come in usually right at the time. I see Dave's checking in. Dave, I didn't think you were going to make it. Good to see you. The Johnsons are here. How you doing, Deb? Josh? Good to see you. Put me on camera. There we go. Now you can see me better. Filing in now. Miss Jenny's in the house. Fresh off her office victory from last night. Jess and Judge Jimmy James checking in. Good to see you guys. Hope everyone's safe where you're at. Healthy. So before we get into it here, this week's brewery of the week is Broken Clock Brewery here in Minneapolis. I do this show out a suburb of Minneapolis. And one of the cool things about this brewery is every can has a scratch off on it. As you can see right there, that little circle. That's a scratch off. And you can win prizes. So, we're going to scratch that off at the break. See what we won. If we won anything. Probably need a coin for that. Oh, use a credit card. Maybe that'll work. Oh, no, I got a coin. All right, we got a coin. All right. Yeah, we're all on curfews. Please, please, please. Be safe. Won't talk too much about that, as we like to use this as an escape. Here we have a little fun for a little bit. Forget about our problems for a little bit. Have some fun. Talk some trivia here. We'll have a good time here. Letting a few more come in here. Run a little behind. That's all right. We're up to 11. Kind of low tonight. Oh, there we go. We jumped up to 13. Filing in now. Sarah's in the house. Sarah and Travis, how you guys doing? Good to see you. Good to have you here. All right. Well, since we're here, I might as well show the categories. If I can figure that out here. There it is. So I was told by Ryan Hype last week that having the chat in the upper spot up here was causing some issues with people, and the chats were getting all messed up. Let me know if you had that problem. I'll put it back up there next week if it's not an issue. But as you can see, I put this little up there just to remind everybody to like and subscribe, because it's so important. Filthy Rich, Boomer, and Gus all in the house. Boomer! Hey, Boomer! Must have opened up the fridge. There's Buddha! Looking for a little office revenge from last night. Getting ready to Buddha McSplash the competition. Alright, hey. Let me show you the categories that we're playing with for game number 1, and then we'll get the Chill 7 on, and we'll get the game rocking and rolling. So here we go. Those are the categories for game number 1. First one's going to be musicians. Second one, Tarantino. Third one will be United States. Fourth will be teachers. Fifth will be pizza. Six will be basic television, just television. 7 will be design. 8 will be cars. 9 will be 80s cartoons. And then 10 will be board games. Those will be our categories for tonight. We're going to get the questions started here very shortly. Take a look at the channel here. There we go. Now we got some people in here. We'll get the first question going in about 20 seconds or so. As I said, I'm drinking Broken Clock tonight, called the Minute Man. It's a Northeast IPA, and I've had it for 2 days, and I can't wait to taste this thing. Ooh, that's good. That's real good. I always go local. I always go to a local brewery. I'm telling you, that's the way to go. Always tastes good. All right, let's get the Chill 7 on, and let's get this game rocking and rolling. There we go. Now we're ready to rock and roll. All right, you guys ready for question number 1? Well, you better be ready, because it's coming your way right now. In the category of musicians, Dave Grohl was a member of Nirvana before forming the Foo Fighters following Kurt Cobain's death. What instrument did he primarily play while a member of Nirvana? If you checking in a little late here, all right, that's good. You're just in time for the first question. Also, remember, please, no answers in the chat room if you're new here. And if you're new here, hit subscribe, hit like, and tell all your friends about it. All right, question number 1, answer coming your way here. Dave Grohl was a member of Nirvana before forming the Foo Fighters following Kurt Cobain's death. What instrument did he primarily play while a member of Nirvana? And that was the drums, percussion. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. All these in the first round are worth 1 point apiece. So check that out. Go ahead and write that down. If you got that one. If not, don't worry about it. We got question number 2 coming your way. Another chance to get another point. Here we go with question number 2. Hattori Hanzo is a character from which 2003 Quentin Tarantino directed film? And I do need the full title of the film, please. This is in the category of Tarantino. Hattori Hanzo is a character. Hattori Hanzo is a character from which 2003 Quentin Tarantino directed film? Full title required. 2003. It's kind of an interesting taste for Northeast IPA. Ryan Hype, if you're on there, what is that aftertaste I'm tasting? It's interesting. It's not mung beans, no. Those very nutritious, but they smell like death. Regret? I've had a few. An oaky afterbirth? No. Alright, answer to question number 2 coming your way. Hattori Hanzo is a character from which 2003 Quentin Tarantino directed film? I need the full title. That should give it away right there. It is one of the Kill Bills, but which one is it? It's Kill Bill Volume 1. That is Kill Bill Volume 1. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more points coming your way. Here we go. There's Jess and Drake checking in late. That's all right. You're only 2 questions in. And I'm pretty sure you would have got the first one, Drake. Maybe the second one as well. I don't know. You can go back and watch it, although you're seeing the answer to the second one right here. All right, question number 3 in the category of United States. This one's going to be, I'm going to give you a little extra time for this one. There are 4 U.S. states that if their standard 2-letter postal abbreviations were reversed, the new abbreviation would still represent a state. Name those 4 states. I need the name of the states, not the abbreviation. So there are 4 U.S. states. If their 2-letter postal abbreviations were reversed, it'd still be another state. Or it'd still represent another state. Name those 4 states. Since you got to think about a bunch of states, I'll give you some more time on that one. If you haven't had a chance to check out Brews and Boxing, by the way, our 10th episode was this week, and it was a lot of fun. It's a long episode, I know, 2 hours, but it's a lot of fun the entire time. A lot of laughs. And then we're filming our new fantasy football show starting tomorrow. So Judge Jimmy James, I hope you're on your studies. Of course he is. He's an elite football mind, is what we call that. And then we'll introduce our new character tomorrow, or on when that is released. It'll probably be released on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but I'm thinking Tuesday. And then, of course, if you missed the Office trivia last night, we had a lot of fun with that. Miss Jenny dominated everybody in it. See if you can beat her score. I think she only got 1 wrong the entire night. Almost a perfect score. I got her on 1. Check that out. That's on the channel as well. All right, you've had enough time to think of states. Here we go. There are 4 U.S. states that if their standard 2-letter postal abbreviations were reversed, the new abbreviation would still represent a state. Name those 4 states. Give the name of the states, not the abbreviation. All right, the 4 states. I live in one of them, Minnesota, because that would be MN, and then reverse that to NM is New Mexico. So those are 2. Then we also have Alabama with AL, reverse that to LA, and that's Louisiana. So those are the 4 states: New Mexico, Minnesota, Louisiana, Alabama. Tough one, but if you got it right, give yourself a point and a pat on the back. You know your geography and your postal abbreviations. If not, that's all right. We're moving on to question number 4 in the category of teachers. Teachers.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting. That's the Three Stooges.
And it's our Bobby bonus question of the evening, or of the first game, which means if you get the first question right, you have a chance at the Bobby bonus question worth an extra point. You can only get the Bobby bonus if you get the first one correct. All right, in the category of teachers, what mutant rat is the sensei and father figure of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? And then if you get that one right, the Bobby bonus is, what was the name of the Turtles villain who was an alien shaped like a brain? Bobby there with old Ryan Hype at the tailgate. Miss everyone at the tailgate. If you're any tailgate, well, I know Drake's a tailgater. Jimmy James is a tailgater. Buddha, you've been to the tailgate. Miss going to the tailgate. Suck it, Stanley. Did I stutter? We're still doing Office quotes. Was pretty funny last night when we were playing The Office. Everyone's throwing their favorite quotes in there, and it turned out to be answers to questions coming up. And Miss Jenny got the next question before the answer to the next question before the question even came up. It was amazing. She was that good at it. All right, question number 4 coming your way with the Bobby bonus. What mutant rat is the sensei and father figure of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? And then for the bonus question, if you get the first one right, what was the name of the Turtles villain who was an alien shaped like a brain? All right, here we go. Splinter! Splinter was the name of the rat. So if you got Splinter right, you have a chance at the Bobby bonus. And the Bobby bonus was, name the villain that was shaped like a brain, that was an alien, and that of course was Krang. Krang was the Bobby bonus. So if you got Splinter right, then you had a chance of getting Krang. You got them both right, that's worth 2 points. If not, don't worry about it. We got more questions coming your way. Category 5 is pizza. Miss Jenny said she'd get it right. I don't know if she will, but it is a filthy rich multiple choice question. America's favorite pizza topping is pepperoni. This is all by sales. Of the following, which is Japan's favorite pizza topping? Is it A, green peas, B, eel, C, pickled ginger, or D, coconut? This is by the amount of sales. America's favorite is pepperoni. But what is Japan's favorite? Multiple choice question. Got a shot at it. Even if you don't know. You got a 1 in 4 shot. I don't see Princess Samantha in the room tonight. That's too bad. Told her to hit them notifications. Hope you guys like that little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme, by the way. Love that theme. I guess that could have been in the 80s cartoons category as well, I guess. All right. All right, question number 5, answer coming your way. America's favorite pizza topping is pepperoni. Of the following, which is Japan's favorite pizza topping? Is it A, green peas, B, eel, C, pickled ginger, or D, coconut? It is, believe it or not.
He has no pizza experience.
That is eel. Eel. And that's a picture of an eel pizza right there. Don't know if I could do it. I mean, I don't like sushi, so I probably wouldn't like eel. But, I don't know. At least that looks cooked, I guess. I don't know. All right. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. Moving on to question number 6. Category is television. In 2005, what Fox sitcom said goodbye to one of its main characters after 7 seasons when they decided to go teach in Africa? Miss Jenny got it right. Good guess, Miss Jenny. Drake says he'll have to try it. I guarantee that eel pizza is probably better than them 25-cent burritos you get from Cub Foods. I was shopping at Cub Foods actually about a week or two ago, and they had a special in there. It was buy 5 burritos and get 5 free, or was it buy 5 and get 3 free? And I was like, I wonder if those are the ones that he was talking about. They didn't look good. But we all learn. All right. Question number 6, answer coming your way. In 2005, what Fox sitcom said goodbye to one of its main characters after 7 seasons when they decided to go teach in Africa? And that was the show, you dumbass, That 70s Show. Red used to always say, you dumbass. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We're moving on to question number 7 in the category of design. Graphic designer Milton Glaser, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Glaser, is known for his 1966 Bob Dylan poster, the DC Bullet logo once used by DC Comics, and for what iconic New York City logo designed in 1977? So, Miss Jenny, did you and your sister have any wagers on the Office trivia last night? I know you guys were neck and neck for a long time there. I don't see her in the room tonight. We're a little lower than we normally have population-wise in here. I hope everyone's safe. And, with all the stuff going on, I hope everyone's safe and your families are safe. And I just love you very much. I hope you guys can all make it. I love seeing you guys here every week. The category is design. Dave. You bet. All right. No bets. She didn't have a chance. Well, that's when you bet the most. All right. Question number 7. Answer coming your way. Graphic designer Milton Glaser is known for his 1966 Bob Dylan poster, the DC Bullet logo once used by DC Comics, and for what iconic New York City logo designed in 1977? Now, this one sounds more complicated than it is because this guy made a ton of money for just this logo of I Heart New York. That was it. That's the logo. I Heart New York. You see it all over the place if you've ever been to New York. It's great. Guy made a lot of money off of that simple design. All right, moving on to category number 8. Question number 8 is cars. And here it is. What Dodge sports car was first introduced as the pace car at the 1991 Indianapolis 500, becoming available for purchase the following year, and producing 5 generations before being discontinued in 2017? Well, I hope you and Buddha at least had a bet on The Office so Buddha can get even on wrestling coming up in 2 weeks. That's right. 2 weeks from yesterday, 13 days from today, will be our next theme night. And our next trivia theme night will be wrestling, pro wrestling. It'll be from the Attitude Era in WWF and the NWO era in WCW and backwards from that era. So that'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you tune into that. Tell all your wrestling friends. Well, Dave, if you can't be there, you can watch it later. It's awesome. It's going to be fun. I got some good ideas for it. I've already written half the show already, and it's already 13 days away. So it'll be a good time. It's true. All right, he wants to blow everyone away. Well, then you got to be here. All right. Question number 8, answer coming your way. What Dodge sports car was first introduced as the pace car at the 1991 Indianapolis 500, becoming available for purchase the following year and producing 5 generations before being discontinued in 2017? That was the Dodge Viper. That was the Dodge. Was the Viper. Got that right? Give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got another question coming your way. Category for question number 9 is 80s cartoons. And here's the question. Whiplash, Webstor, Trapjaw, and Tri-clops were all villains in this 1980s cartoon. So I threw my back out the other day. Still not doing good. There's no chiropractors open where I'm at. So, the greatest accessory that goes with beer, of course, is Tylenol Maximum Strength. Tastes like numbness. Miss Jenny pays for the WWE Network. Well, aren't you a sweetheart for him? But did you start watching? Did you start watching back then? A Buddha McSplash would realign that back. Well, it sure would. I'd also hear my soul scream. I've been on the receiving end of a Buddha McSplash. It ain't great. Ooh, I might have to check that out, Sarah. I mean, my chiropractor's open technically too, but he's not open on the weekends, is what I meant. So, all right. Answer to question number 9 coming your way. Whiplash, Webstor, Trapjaw, and Tri-clops were all villains in this 1980s cartoon. And that was, of course, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. My favorite cartoon growing up as a kid. I had all the action figures. Ryan Hype had Castle Grayskull. And he had Snake Mountain. He had two of the hardest toys to get, but it was a lot of fun. On the bottom there, that's Whiplash on the left. The second one there, that's that Webstor, Trapjaw, and Tri-clops. They're all villains in He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So if you got that one right, give yourself a point and a pat on the back. You were alive in the 80s. If not, that's okay. We're moving on to question number 10 in the category of board games. Are there more holes on a Chinese checkerboard or more squares on a standard checkers board? How many got that He-Man question right? I know Ryan Hype would have got it. I don't see him in here, though. I've had two nostalgia music selections in here. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Well, it was a good guess. Good guess, Dave. I know Drake got it right. We've talked about He-Man at the Gate, I believe. I don't know how I knew you knew that, so that must be where it was from. By the way, if you didn't know, Kevin Smith is remaking He-Man. Well, not remaking it, but he's making a new He-Man cartoon. I think it comes out next year. He's continuing on the 80s version. And he's going to have a little more adult themes in it, I guess. But it's carrying on the 80s version story. So that should be pretty good. All right. Answer to question number 10 coming your way. Are there more holes on a Chinese checkers board or more squares on a standard checkers board? I never played much Chinese checkers. My grandmother had it, but I never played it that much. I don't remember playing it at all, but a Chinese checkerboard does have more holes in it than a checkerboard. There's 121 holes on a Chinese checkers board and only 64 squares on a checkers board. All right, that's the first round. Let's see some scores. Let's see how you did in round number 1. Because the mystery round this evening is going to be 4-letter band names. And you're going to have to name the band with a 4-letter name, given a decade and song title. Dave with 6 out of 11. Good scores there so far. Not bad. Especially when he guessed He-Man. Sarah with 8 points. Whoa. Big score. Miss Jenny was 7. Bet you she got He-Man right. Drake was 7 out of 11. Jess and Judge Jimmy James are tied going into the mystery round. Oh, wrote down Shredder. That one hurts. Devin Josh with 5. Buddha with 9 points. Holy cow. Buddha's the leader in the clubhouse, so to speak, right at the moment. All right. Our mystery round again this evening is 4-letter band names. You're going to name the band with a 4-letter name, given a decade and a song title. So I'm going to give you a decade and a song title. Dave, you should be probably pretty good at this. Knowing if you follow Dave's post on Facebook, he does a lyrics quiz every week, or every week and a half or so. And it's a lot of fun. I just have to untag myself because there's so many people in there. Oh, hey! Who's that? Michael. I can't read that one. Oh, Michelle and Mike checking in with 5. Sorry. For some reason, it was all blurred there. Good to see you guys in here. First time I saw you guys chat in here. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. All right. 4-letter band names. First one coming up. Name the band with a 4-letter name, given the decade and the song title. Here's the first one. 1970s. Detroit Rock City. The decade is 1970s. The song title, Detroit Rock City. All right, here's the second one. And don't worry, we'll put them all up there again. 1980s, the song title, Heat of the Moment. Remember, these are all bands with 4-letter names in them. 4-letter names. '80s, Heat of the Moment. Oh, it's no problem. I'm glad you joined us. All right, here's the third one. 1990s, The song title is Song 2. All right. And then the fourth one, the 2000s, and the song title is Kids. These are all bands with 4-letter names. Gonna put them all up there for you here again. Those are the 4 in the mystery round. These are all worth 2 points apiece. Each one you get right is worth 2 points. That's how you can make or break it. Come back if you're behind, or build an insurmountable lead if you're ahead. Shredder was definitely not the leader of the Turtles, by the way. Come on, Dave. You're better than that. You're better than that, Dave. Mike Michelle also, I don't know if you were here earlier, you had trouble with the internet, but my beer can has a scratch off on it from the Broken Clock Brewery. And I want to thank the Broken Clock Brewery again, not only for their awesome beer, but a lot of their owners and fans came and voted on the page. And it was an overwhelming victory for them. I think we had like 115 votes on that thing. Now I just want to know where they're all at. 115 votes, we should have more than 20 people in here. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe they'll watch it later. But there's so much fun watching it live and interacting in the chat room, I'm telling you. If you just watch my shows on repeat, that's fine. That's great. I thank you for doing that. But you should check in live and play on the chat room with everybody. A lot of fun in here. I've never had to ban anyone once. It's always fun. It's always cordial. Always a lot of laughs. Miss Jenny always throwing out all the office quotes all night. Buddha threatening my soul with a Buddha McSplash. Alright. Here we go. Answers time. Oops, that's not the right one. There we go. Answers time. The first one is 1970s. That's Detroit Rock City. That's Kiss. Kiss was Detroit Rock City. Second one was 1980s, and that was Heat of the Moment.
How hard did the people at the frame store laugh when you brought this in?
They did not laugh at me.
How hard did the people at the frame store laugh at you when you brought in an Asia poster to get framed? Asia was the second one. Boy, that clip wasn't that loud. I was really proud of that clip, and it wasn't that loud. Oh well. All right, the third one. Song 2 was made by Blur. I have no idea who Blur is, but that's what they look like, apparently. They're cartoons. I don't know. They're Blur. They're a blur. And the fourth one, I didn't know these guys either. The song Kids in the 2000s. MGMT. I don't know them at all. Don't know if I want to know them. Tell you, my kid better not come home dressed like that. That's just, I don't know about that. That's just, what are you doing? I don't know nothing about that. All right. That's the mystery round. They're all worth 2 points apiece. Game number 1, final question coming your way, and that's worth 5 points. 5 points. Buddha has an MGMT album downstairs. I am not surprised by that, actually. As shocking as that statement is, I am not surprised by it. All right. Final question category is same name. Same name. And here's the final question coming your way, worth 5 points. What word is found in the names of a 1942 battle, an airport that served over 20 million passengers in 2018, and in the name of a video game developer and publisher originally founded in 1958? '90s Britpop, main rival to Oasis, Boys and Girls, Park Life were their other biggest songs. I've never heard of any of those songs. Their lead singer was part of the Gorillaz. I know the Gorillaz. I kind of like the Gorillaz. So I assume you got that right then, David, I hope. Miss Jenny says Buddha likes weird music. We'll play the Gold Dust theme sometime and see what he does. I'm kind of hoping that he busted the Gold Dust theme out on your wedding night. That's what I always pictured. That would be hilarious. Just that. All right. You got the final question there? Thank God, no. Yeah, maybe I would recognize him. All right. Final question. You guys got the answer yet? It's not too hard a final question this week if you think about it. You can probably figure out 2 of the 3 and then figure it out. So, here's the final question answer coming your way. Worth 5 points. What word is found in the names of a 1942 battle, an airport that served over 20 million passengers in 2018, and in the name of a video game developer and publisher originally founded in 1958? That word is Midway. Midway. The battle was the Battle of Midway. The airport is the Chicago Midway International Airport. And the video game developer is Midway. All right, let's see some scores for game number 1. See how you did. 17 for David. Good start. Let's see some scores. And we're going to take our beer and bathroom break here. And this is when I'm going to scratch off my beer thing here. 9 for Deborah and Deb and Josh. Find out if I won a prize. How cool is this? A scratch off on a can on a can of beer. Crazy. Scratching away here. Still scratching because I can't read it. All right, and it says, I don't know if you can read that. Let's see here. Where's it? Right there. Probably I can't read that. It says, sorry, no prize this time. Please try again. Oh well, that's the story of my life. I don't win a lot of things, but that's still pretty cool. They give away a lot of cool prizes on there. I believe one of them is a beer a week for a year, which is crazy. That's like 52 beers. It's amazing. They got other cool prizes in there too. You should check them out. That's Broken Clock Brewery, Minneapolis. All right, let's see some scores here. Deb and Josh, I said 9 already. Drake and Jess, 7 out of 24. Started red hot, finished ice cold. Miss Jenny with 14. Buddha, barely squeaks it out with 15. Mike and Michelle had bad internet problems, but would have had 20. How about video game trivia? It's actually written down in the hat, but I got a couple in front of that right now. I only like to announce the next one we're doing, but I do have a plan written out for when, and that is in there. I just haven't picked actually past wrestling yet. So Harry Potter, I would, but I just don't know enough about it to be able to stump the experts. And I know you're an expert at that, Jess. I do try to throw an occasional Harry Potter question into here, just for you guys. I'll listen to it after the show, Dave. If I do a lot of things while I have my microphones and everything set up and all my different things I have on my screen, it tends to go a little crazy with my internet here. But if you send it to me in a message, I'll definitely listen to it later. Buddha saying Harry Potter theme night would be awesome. Leviosa. Oh man, I'm just going to have to do this Harry Potter one, it sounds like. Well, we're doing wrestling next, but I may have to bump Harry Potter up. I may have to research this and figure it out now. Especially if... Alright, I'll tell you what. I will put Harry Potter on the list. And I won't guarantee it, but I'll say I'll most likely do it after the wrestling one. If you all promise to tell your friends about it and bring in a bunch of people for it. Because if you all do that, if we can get, say, 50 people for a Harry Potter night, I mean, that's before I advertise across the country, which I do for the theme nights. If you guys can promise me that, I will make that the next one after wrestling. Butterbeer sounds awful. All right. So as I said, it'll be about a 90% chance that it'll be Harry Potter then after the wrestling one. If you guys can all promise. All right. Game number 2 break. Or game number 1 break is over. Well, it's not over. But it's time to see at least the categories for game number 2. And here are the categories for game number 2. First one will be stars on TV. And then the next one will be movie stars. Third one will be constellations. Fourth one will be Disney. I wish Princess Samantha was in here. We got a Disney question. 5 will be classic horror. 6 will be StarCraft, and that's in italics, so it's a title, StarCraft. 7 will be songs. 8 will be hockey. 9 will be athletes in movies. And 10 will be candy. Candy. All right, place your bets for game number 2. Let's get this one rocking and rolling here. Break time is over. Question number 1 in stars on TV is, in September 2019, what controversial Dancing with the Stars contestant and former White House press secretary made his debut on the show wearing a neon green puffy shirt while dancing the salsa to the song Spice Up Your Life? I can honestly say I did not watch this. Not a Dancing with the Stars fan. I don't know if I've ever had a butterbeer either, and I don't know if I ever want to have a butterbeer. Is that that must be a Harry Potter thing, huh? So you guys expect me to write these questions for Harry Potter, and I don't know what butterbeer is a thing from Harry Potter. That's, But I could do the same thing I did with The Office. I research a lot of questions, write a few my own that I know. Ones I put in The Office last night mainly had to do with Creed, because I love Creed. Once again, my name is Raider Live. And nobody ever steals from Raider Live. The last person that stole from Raider Live, his name was Raider Live. Alright, game number 2, question number 1, round number 1. Answer coming your way. In September 2019, what controversial Dancing with the Stars contestant and former White House press secretary made his debut on the show wearing a neon green puffy shirt while dancing the salsa to the song Spice Up Your Life? Now, Spice Up Your Life may have been the clue there, because his name is Sean Spicer. Look at that goofball. Unbelievable. Alright. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. Points start over unless you're playing a double game bet. So, game number 2, category number 2, question number 2, movie stars is the category. And the question is, in addition to Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, what actor earned an Academy Award nomination in an acting category for his role in the 2018 film A Star is Born? The chat room got awfully quiet here. Is butterbeer a Harry Potter thing? Or is that... I mean, all I see is it's awful. Judge Jimmy J, first time in the stream, says yes. That's what brought him out of silence is butterbeer for Harry Potter. Was yes. Deb also says yes. I guess I got 3 weeks to catch up on my Harry Potter. butterscotch cream soda mix. That sounds just incredibly awful. Like if it was an ice, like what's he saying in Wayne's World? If he was an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick. That's what that sounds like. Ugh. All right, answer to question number 2 coming your way. In addition to Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, what actor earned an Academy Award nomination in an acting category for his role in the 2018 film A Star is Born? Never saw the movie. Heard it was great. The actor was Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more questions coming your way. Category number 3 is constellations. And the question is a filthy rich multiple choice question. In the constellation Orion, located below the stars that make up the belt are 3 stars and 3 nebulas that make up what weapon? Is it A, club, B, sword, C, spear, or D, bow and arrow? I ask you to read the question carefully here. In the constellation Orion, located below the stars that make up the belt are 3 stars that are wow, let me read. I said read it carefully, then I can't even read it. Let's try that again. In the constellation Orion, located below the stars that make up the belt are 3 stars and 3 nebulas that make up what weapon? Is it A, club, B, sword, C, spear, or D, bow and arrow? Boomer! Dave says, or E, thermonuclear device. I have a hunch it's not E. Now, I'm big into astronomy, and I almost got this one wrong. Almost. I had to reread it, and then I got it. I was like, oh, okay. After I reread it, I'm like, yeah, all right, I got it. Filthy Rich checking in. He heard the Boomer call. By the way, if you don't know who Boomer and Gus are, those are Filthy Rich's guinea pigs. They're cute as can be. And Boomer, if you ever watch the Bruising Boxing Show, occasionally you hear Boomer coming out, especially whenever Rich opens the fridge. Boomer comes out, and you can hear him on camera once in a while. All right, question number 3, answer coming your way. In the constellation Orion, located below the stars that make up the belt, are 3 stars and 3 nebulas that make up what weapon? Is it A, club, B, sword, C, spear, or D, bow and arrow? And why I said read it carefully, because he does have a bow and arrow, but that's not what's below his belt. Below his belt is a sword, so to speak. I mean, I have a sword below my belt too, but they don't name stars after it. Ho! He. Arliss. Alright, if you got sword, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more questions coming up right now. Category question number 4 is Disney. And here's the question coming your way. What 4 words complete Peter Pan's directions to Neverland? Second star to the right and blank. What are the 4 words that complete Peter Pan's directions to Neverland? Second star to the right and blank. Dog the Bounty Hunter trivia. Can't do that. It'll just be all about Baby Lisa, who I had a crush on for a long time, as I'm sure Josh probably told you that. When Josh went to Hawaii, I said the only thing I want as a souvenir is Baby Lisa to come back with you. He didn't bring me back when I asked for it. He did bring me a hula doll, though, that was on my the dashboard of my car before that car broke down. Buddha, you like the shrimp? Ha ha! You got any gum? Hee hee! You ever see that, hey Paul, you ever see that 70s show? You know who they got on there was Tommy Chong. Yeah, you see that? You know who would be really good at that? Cheech. Ha ha! Cheech. Yeah, Cheech. Ha ha! All right, enough David Letterman impersonations. Although they are a lot of fun. What 4 words complete Peter Pan's directions to Neverland? Second star to the right and blank. The 4 words are, what do you say, second star to the right and straight on till morning. That's the directions to Neverland. If you got that right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more questions coming your way. Category for question number 5 is classic horror. And here's the question. What is the name of a 1968 horror movie starring Mia Farrow in which she gives birth to the Antichrist? Great movie, by the way. I do like some classic horror movies. And this is a great movie. Not as scary as that, Dave. Not as scary as Paul Blart Mall Cop. But just as funny. This movie is just as funny as that. As in, neither of them are funny. My David Letterman impersonation is more funny than Paul Blart Mall Cop. Horror trivia would be sweet, too. I hadn't thought of that. But it's kind of a niche. One of these days it's going to be the right answer to something. Not on my show, buddy. Not on my show. Maybe it is. No, I can't even think of it. Alright. If you don't have the answer by now, you ain't going to get it. Question number 5. What is the name of a 1968 horror movie starring Mia Farrow in which she gives birth to the Antichrist? See, I didn't know Trump was born in 68. Ho! Ho! No, just kidding. All right. Was Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more questions coming your way in round number 1. And here's the next one in the category of StarCraft. What company developed and published the 1998 video game StarCraft, having previously released Warcraft, Warcraft 2, and Diablo? I just can't think of a question I would have, Paul, or Dave, that would have Paul Blart in it. And then I'd have to talk about it, or maybe I'd actually have to watch part of it. I just can't picture any category that would be in. Maybe just unfunny comedians? I don't know. Chris Farley impersonators? Razzie winners? Yeah, maybe. All right, question number 6. Answer coming your way here. What company developed and published the 1998 video game StarCraft, having previously released Warcraft, Warcraft 2, and Diablo? And later Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. And later the World of Warcraft as well. That was... I just leveled up. Blizzard Entertainment! If you wrote down Blizzard, I'll give you that. But Blizzard Entertainment is the name of the company that makes Warcraft, Warcraft 2, Diablo, all those. So if you got that right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. Question number 7 coming up right now in the category of songs. What band released the 2014 album Ghost Stories, which includes the Grammy-nominated single A Sky Full of Stars? Hey, my mom's checking in. Ma, you missed the He-Man question. If we had a He-Man question, you probably would have got. You got this one, Dave? Curious if you got this one. I feel like this has probably been in one of your lyrics quizzes. And I bet you this one's in Buddha's basement as well, since he likes crappy music. Or crappy, weird music. Maybe he's got it next to his Faith Plus One album. Alright, question number 7. Answer coming your way. What band released the 2014 album Ghost Stories, which includes the Grammy-nominated single A Sky Full of Stars? And that is Coldplay. Coldplay. Not a fan of Coldplay. Never been a fan of Coldplay. But, got that right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more questions coming your way. Question number 8. Category is hockey.
Hello, sports fans.
And it is our Bobby bonus question of game number 2. You have to get the first one right to be able to get a chance at the second one. Here is the question. In 1980, who became the oldest person to play in an NHL All-Star game at nearly 52 years of age? And if you get that one right, you have a chance at the Bobby bonus. The Bobby bonus question is, what team was that player playing for in 1980? Buddha hates Coldplay? I don't know if I buy that. Thanks, Dave. I work hard on my questions. Also in this picture with Bobby is our friend of the show, Derek Watson. Great guy. If you ever see him in the Twin Cities, do not play him for money in pool. He will wax you. I believe he's ranked in the top 10 or top 15 or something pool players, but him and Bobby were big pool players together. Buddha loves Nickelback. You know, when I worked for the band, they had a saying that not everything that sucks is Nickelback, but all that is Nickelback sucks. You know, it's not fair. I mean, I rip on Nickelback a lot, but they do have like 2 or 3 songs that I kind of like. You know, it's one of them that you hate to like it, but you do. You know, it is what it is. Yuck on the Nickelback, I assume. Yeah. As I said, don't like Nickelback, but I'd be lying if I said I don't like 1 or 2 of their songs, maybe 3. But it is what it is. All right, Bobby bonus question in the category of hockey. In 1980, who became the oldest person to play in an NHL All-Star game at nearly 52 years of age? And if you get that one right, you get a chance at the Bobby bonus was, what team was that player playing for in 1980? And here's the answer. Gordie Howe is the answer to the player. That's him there. He looks old. Looks like he, he's really old. 52 years of age in that picture. Hockey really wore on him back then. So if you got Gordie Howe right, you have a chance at the Bobby bonus. The Bobby bonus question was, what team was he playing for in 1980? Gordie Howe played for a lot of teams. Mainly Detroit was his most famous one, but in 1980 he was not playing for Detroit. The All-Star game was held in Detroit, but he played for the Hartford Whalers, the Whale. They beat Vancouver maybe once, maybe twice a decade. Breakfasts come and go, Renee. But Hartford, the Whale? Throwing a little Kevin Smith your way just for Josh there. I hope he was listening and laughed about it. All right. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. You got the bonus 2 with it. That's 2 points total. Question number 9 category is athletes in movies. Here's the question. And it also ties into wrestling coming up in 2 weeks. Rowdy Roddy Piper stars in this 1988 film where he says the line, I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Very famous line. I guarantee almost most people have seen this clip, but they may not know the movie. So, that's the question here. Ooh, Miss Jenny with a count it. Interesting. Miss Jenny, I love you. And I may love you even more if you get this one right. Especially if Buddha doesn't get it, because that's even more hilarious. But I feel like Buddha knows this one. I know. Actually, I bet you the Pudge has seen this one. I would love to see the Pudge's cut of this movie. Pudge, if you can hear me, which I'm sure you can, you need to get back into directing and make a director's cut, a Pudge's cut of this film. All right, time's up here. Let's see how you did. Question number 9. In Athletes in Movies, Rowdy Roddy Piper stars in this 1988 film where he says the line, I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
The movie is They Live. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. Great movie, actually. It's one of them great B-style movies where he finds a special pair of sunglasses that allows him to see aliens that have infiltrated our society and made us all obey. And it's John Carpenter did direct it. Yes, that is true. Great movie. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. Rowdy Roddy Piper is way over the top in the movie and was awesome in the movie. And that great line, that I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Great line. Guarantee you Rowdy Roddy Piper will probably make an appearance in 13 days in the wrestling theme night, so make sure you're here for that. Last question in round number 1 of game number 2 is the category of candy. And here's the question. The tropical variety of Starburst includes 4 flavors: mango melon, kiwi strawberry, strawberry banana, which is my favorite, and what 4th flavor that is a type of cocktail? And no, Judge Jimmy James, it's not a White Russian. Judge Jimmy James, when he was on the show Unanimous Decision, liked to drink the White Russians. Just like the dude, the Big Lebowski. There's a question. Why don't we should have a Big Lebowski night? That would be a fun theme night. The Big Lebowski. The dude abides, and that makes me feel better. He's out there abiding for all of us. Sam Elliott's in that movie too. He was in earlier tonight. Only saw the Big Lebowski once. Well, do yourself a favor, go watch that one again. And then follow it up with They Live. All right. Question number 10. Answer coming your way in the category of candy. The tropical variety of Starburst includes 4 flavors: mango melon, Sorry. I just saw Buddha say the rug really tied the room together. It made me laugh there. Cherry kiwi, strawberry banana, which is my favorite, and what 4th flavor that is a type of cocktail? It's not a White Russian. It's not beer. It's pina colada, which is actually still pretty good. I don't know. I've actually never ordered a pina colada in a bar outside of like Mexico. Do they actually serve them in regular bars? I have no idea. Drake, have you ever seen anyone order a pina colada at the tailgate? I don't think anyone has. I bet you Emily could make a really good one. All right, that's it for round number 1 of game number 2. Let's see them scores. Let's see how you're doing going into the mystery round here. Because the mystery round category this evening for the visual mystery round, which we have in the second game of every night, is second in order. I'm going to show you a group of things, and you're going to tell me which came second in this visual round. Second. Dave was 7 out of 11. Miss Jenny was 6 out of 11. Room really tied the room together, or that rug really tied the room together, dude. Drake and Jess was 5 out of 11. Still waiting for a few more scores before we get into the visual mystery round here. Surely there's more than 3 of you keeping score. Buddha, I haven't seen your score yet. I haven't seen anything from the Johnsons. Mike and Michelle, haven't seen yours yet. Buddha with 9. That's the leader in the clubhouse. Holy moly, you are killing it tonight, Buddha. You may be sleeping on the couch. Devin Josh with 7. Alright, keep pulling them scores in there. I'm going to get on with the mystery round here. Once again, the category is second in order. I'm going to show you a group of items, and you tell me which one came second out of the 3. They're all groups of 3 items. You just write down A, B, C, which one it is for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, he's sleeping in the spare bedroom. Well, didn't know we were all rich with people having spare bedrooms, and put them out by the sauna next to the hot tub. My mom's got 4. Filthy Rich was 0. I had questions for you on there, Filthy Rich. Come on, buddy. Mike Michelle at 5. Surviving the internet scare of Seattle, or of Oregon. All right, here's the first group in the visual mystery round. Which of these came second? Second. Was it A, B, or C? Which came second? You have a craft room, too? How many rooms you got in that house? 150? Jeez. I'm moving in and you wouldn't even know I was there. All right. You saw those 3 pictures. Which of those came second? Second. Here's the second one. Which of these came second? All right, here's the third one. Which one of these came second? All right, and the fourth one. Which one of these came second? All right, those are the 4 up there. I'll put them up there for a few minutes here while you may get a chance to look at them. You need to tell me which one of those came second in each group. A, B, or C. Oh. I don't want to thank Broken Clock again. Once again, I wish they would have gave me a can with a winner on it, but still, that's a lot of fun. They make a delicious beer. And if you're a brewery owner or know somebody that's a brewery owner and you want to be spotlighted on this show, send me a message. We'll throw you in the vote. Or I may just give it to you if you give me a free can of beer. You never know. All right, I'll give you guys another 1 minute here to be able to figure this out. 1 minute. No, Dave, I'm just cheap. That's it. Filthy Rich, by the way, thanks for the second monitor. Unfortunately, it does not hook into my computer. It was an older monitor that doesn't fit in there. But it's the thought that counts. If anyone needs a VGA monitor, I have a free one here. Otherwise, I'll put it in the dumpster probably. But yeah, it didn't work. Sadly, I worked all day trying to figure out how to put it in there. I didn't work all day, but See if there's a way I can convert it. It just, yeah, that's all right, though. No big deal. The thought that counts. Thanks, buddy. All right. Which came second in each group? Let's get the answers going right now. And here we go. So, those three. Which came first? The first one's The Exorcist. B is Jaws, and C is Star Wars. Which one came second is Jaws. Came in 1975, The Exorcist was 1973, and Star Wars 1977. So if you got that one right, give yourself 2 points. 2 points for that one. All right. Here comes the second one. Which came second? A was an iPod, B was the iBook, and C was the iPad. Which came second? That was A. The iPod came second in 2001. The iBook came out in 1999. The iPad in 2010. So the iPod, A, you didn't have to get what they were, just the letter. So A is the correct answer, iPod. Third one. Which came second? Was it LinkedIn, eBay, or Amazon? And that was eBay came second. 1995. Amazon was in 1994, believe it or not. And LinkedIn in 2002. eBay. Got that one right, give yourself 2 points. And the fourth one. Which came second? A is the Statue of Liberty. B is the Sydney Opera House. And C is the Eiffel Tower, obviously. Which one came second? And that is the Eiffel Tower came second in 1889. Statue of Liberty was 1886, and the Sydney Opera House is 1973. So, got that one right, give yourself 2 points. That was our visual mystery round this week of what came second. Moving on to the final round, final question of game number 2. And this one's worth 5 points. Category is high grossing movies. High grossing movies. No need for score yet, Deb. We'll do final scores after it. We do scores after round 1 and then after the final of the game. No problems. Here we go. Final question. High grossing movies coming your way. As of September 2019, 2 of the 30 highest grossing films of all time at the U.S. box office have full titles that are exactly the same. Give the title of those films. Once again, as of September 2019, 2 of the 30 highest grossing films of all time at the U.S. box office, have full titles that are exactly the same. Give the title of those films. Dave, I got your message. I'll watch it afterwards. All right. Jess, I got your text just now, too. Yeah, I noticed the camera there. Looks like it's fine now. I think I fixed it before I got that one. Yeah, it looks good. All right. All right. Final answer coming your way. As of September 2019, 2 of the 30 highest grossing films of all time at the U.S. box office have full titles that are exactly the same. Give the title of those films. Now the answer. You guys ready? Do you got it? It's The Lion King. The Lion King. If you got that right, give yourself 5 points. All right, let's see some final scores in there. Let's see how you did. The score didn't change, 9. You didn't get the Lion King. Oh, that's too bad. Devin Josh checking in with 9 points. Let's see some more scores here. Nine for Drake and Jess. Dave, who said he couldn't make it, still gets here and gets 11. Maybe you should have sat this one out. No, just kidding, buddy. I'm glad to see you every time you're here. Thank you very much for coming. Miss Jenny with 12. Buddha, who's sleeping in the spare craft room, got 17. Failed in the bonuses. Oh, that's always a bad spot to fail in. That'll hurt your score if you don't do good in the mystery rounds. All right, any more scores coming in here? I'll talk a little bit as we're waiting for final scores. Mike and Michelle with 9. Thank you all very much for coming. I know the world isn't good right now. I know things really suck right now. But I'm very happy to spend my time with you guys every week. Thank you for joining every week. I really appreciate and love it. Love doing this for you. Love spending this time with you. I hope you guys have as much fun doing this as I have as much fun broadcasting it. Sarah with 11. Sarah and Travis with 11. So disappointed that you didn't get the final questions. Yeah, you probably should have got Lion King. My mom with 9. Another great show. Thanks, Buddha. I appreciate it. Love you, Miss Jenny. All right, everybody. It's time for old Raider Live to check out here. Once again, love you all very much. Please stay healthy. Please stay safe. And I will see you next Saturday for trivia. Once again, please check out Brews and Boxing coming up this week, released on Thursday or Friday, and our new fantasy football show getting released this week, probably Tuesday probably around Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Also, we'll have in 13 days, we're going to have our theme night, Pro Wrestling. Can't wait for that show. That's going to be a lot of fun. Dave, you got to find a way to be able to get that in your schedule so you could prove your dominance, because I think Buddha's got a shot to take you out in that, because Buddha knows a lot about pro wrestling back in the day too. And Miss Jenny, she pays for the WWE channel, so she's got 13 days to study up. All right, everybody. Thank you all very much. Love you all very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I'm out.